I think we all are leaning towards he's not going to be with the Nationals next year. We're all leaning towards that camp.
Yeah.
It makes me lean even further.
Well, it doesn't make you feel like he is particularly tied to the area.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care. He's a guy. He's a hired gun.
He didn't even throw in, and this doesn't mean anything when guys say it, because Kirk Cousins said it.
Cousins said it all the
people
time.
say it all the time. But he didn't even throw in the "I love it here."
Well, you didn't even say, I'd love to retire here. I'd love to retire in that, but if it doesn't happen, I can move on.
You could easily throw in, "I love my teammates. I love this organization. Hopefully things will work out."
No. He's totally cool with whatever.
He's a different personality.
Yeah, he's just a chill, mellow dude, and he can live anywhere.
But does it trouble you as a Nats fan that you could easily lose Anthony Rendon?
No, because I've already written it off.
So back-to-back years, you're going to lose Bryce and you're going to lose Rendon, you think?
Yes.
Doesn't it seem that way?
I would place most of my money on losing him.
I mean, based on how they've offered some of these big contracts with the deferred money, yeah, I mean, I would think that they're probably going to offer a big deal, but a lot of it will be deferred. And
also,
take out the deferred money. They're not going to offer as much money.
You might be right, too. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget about the deferred money, which he won't like. They're not going to offer as much money because he's going to get elsewhere.
Yeah. So as a Nats fan, how does that make you feel about your team?
It makes me feel like
your owner can't keep your homegrown stars.
Yeah.
The guys you drafted and built.
Right. They'll keep some, but they're not going to keep all of them.
But those are two big bats, man. They've lost if they lose Rendon in back-to-back years.
800-636-1067. We'll open up the Hadid carpet cleaning listener lines now. 800-636-1067. So we had Rizzo on just a couple weeks ago, and we asked, and we kind of joked that we were going to ask every week because we know there's not necessarily an update, and he'll spin. But just to remind you what Rizzo told us most recently when we asked him, he said, we're aggressively trying to sign Anthony Rendon. We're certainly going to be aggressive and try and make that happen, and hopefully he'll go. We've shown we're not afraid to sign our players. We're not afraid to sign free agent players. We're not afraid to spend money on the stars of the game, and I don't think Anthony Rendon would be any different. So they say that they're trying to make a deal, but it doesn't seem like anything's been happening here for the last couple of weeks.
No, I don't doubt at all they're trying to make a deal. But they have certain parameters that they're willing to go to, and he's going to see what he can get elsewhere. And then he's probably going to get a bigger offer.
The phrase which jumped out to me when
Pretty
we had
simple.
Rizzo on, the GM and president of baseball ops, he also, in those quotes, said, it also takes two to get a deal done, which made me think Rendon's side not really interested in getting that deal done during the season.
Would you? They're this close to free agency. Just might as well finish it out.
I mean, it depends on what their Nats are willing to offer right now. If the Nats said, all right, we'll give you 8 years, 200, what did Arenado sign for?
Wasn't it around $240 million? Something like that?
I think it was more than that. Can you check that? I think it was 8 years, 260. But whatever. Let's just say it was 8 years, 260. 8 years, 260 right now. That's Arenado's deal. None of it deferred. Take it or leave it. Think he'd sign it? I think he would.
I don't know the answer to that.
What was that, Drabby?
8 years, 260.
All right, so 8 years, 260.
I don't know the answer to that because he's so close to free agency.
I know, but how can you turn that down? It's $260 million done.
Because he thinks it's going to be there in October, November, or December.
I know, but what if you get hit in the hand and you break your leg? I mean, I don't know. I'd take the money now. But if they say, hey, all right, we'll give you 8 years, 260, but 100 mils deferred, okay, I'm going to free agency.
He clearly has no real, number one goal is to stay here in D.C. and retire in that, and he loves the community here, and he loves the relationships that he's built here, and that's a priority for him. Yeah. He is, the way I read those quotes is, man, I'm just here to play baseball, and if we can work it out.
Doesn't seem like he's involved in it.
Yeah, if it can work it out, it's great. If not, it's great. It's all good.
If they present something and both sides are happy, then cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. If not, it doesn't happen, no hard feelings.
Right. It's a great position to be in from a bargaining.
And he's being 100% honest.
Yeah, I think he's being 100% honest.
Yeah.
Whereas Kirk was completely disingenuous. I mean, that's part of the reason why I don't like. It's basically the only reason why I don't like Kirk, because Kirk played fine when he was here. We had some big games under him, big years. He put up, he made the offense palatable. Mm-hmm. But all he was disingenuous about his desire to stay here in D.C. when he couldn't wait to get away from Bruce and Dan. And I can't blame him.
I do think it's troubling if you're a Nats fan, because to me, what it says to me is he's likely gone. And I kind of thought that beforehand.
We already knew that.
But
man, Nats fans are going to be
pissed. If I thought it was a 75% chance that Rendon leaves, 25% chance that the Nats are able to strike some sort of deal, now I've probably moved to like 85-15. Maybe 90-10.
I don't see how.
I'd love to see them surprise us, and 2 weeks from now they announce some great extension.
Maybe
but
if Jason's
I don't
right,
think it's gonna
maybe if they give him the top
case.
deal out there, they match the top deal out there, he'd stay. Maybe.
Right.
But I'm sure they think we'll just go out there and we'll start a bidding war.
It feels like deja vu, the Bryce Harper deal all over again.
Maybe he thinks he can get $300 million. He probably could.
Yeah.
280 to 300.
Yeah.
Well, he might see what Bryce is making and going, I'm having a
better
far
than
better
him.
year than him.
Yeah, exactly.
That Joker's hitting 250.
What's funny is Bryce is not having a good year, okay? But at the end of the year, Bryce is going to have 35 bombs and 100 RBIs.
That's kind of what he does.
He might hit 255, 260. He'll have
Or probably have 95 RBIs. He doesn't typically go over 100.
okay, all right. But
I think he has one.
I mean, he just hit his 15th the other day, and no one's talking about him because they're just looking at the strikeouts. But at the end of the day, he's going to have close to 40 and 100.
Right.
Which is fine, but, you know.
But my point is,
you would expect more.
It's not superstar.
But Rendon's having a better year.
This year, yes.
Right.
100%.
And so Rendon, in his mind, being a competitor, probably is like,
well,
hey,
he's a better hitter.
I played with Bryce. I'm a better hitter than
He's a-
him.
he
I
is
should
a
make
better
So
more
way
money.
more complete
He
hitter
doesn't have
than
that.
Bryce
He
Harper.
doesn't have the power, but he's a
Right.
better hitter.